Ciao. Oh my god, I can't see anything. But it's just really dark computer screen that I'm looking. Oh my gosh, how is this gonna go now? Well, I have made a commitment to go live every Friday, 12 noon. So here I am. My day is a little bit busy today. Long story. So I am now at the beach, or actually, I was just sitting in a cafe, but there was so much people, so I couldn't do this live over there. So I just headed on the other side of the road. I can just put. Can you see the? Yeah, you can see the beautiful sea behind me. So greetings from Spain, Fuengirola at the moment. Okay, so I hopefully you can hear me. I took my headphones, so maybe the sound is a little bit better. And then the picture is a little bit wavy since I'm holding this computer now with my hands. Okay, I must admit I don't really see anything, so I don't even see the chat, and I don't see if there is some people now watching live. So just bear with me, and if you have now some questions, I will just have to come back and then answer them later. So let's begin. This week's chapter, it's called The Famous Four. And the famous four because the famous four sentences. And if you have never heard about those sentences, it's totally okay. But anyway, I consider them as famous since they are used all around the world, and it's just like really there is tons of so much beautiful testimonials and like really um, really what's the word in investigation like just really much proof that they really do work, those four famous sentences, which come from Hawaiian practice, forgiveness practice tradition called Ho'oponopono. And I have no idea, am I pronouncing it right or wrong? I have heard really many funny ways of pronouncing it, but yeah, Ho'oponopono, lots of O's and N's and yeah, H. So, um, and those sentences are: please forgive me, thank you, I am sorry, I love you. I will repeat them once more so you can write those down. Really write those down if you don't have them anywhere. Please forgive me, I am sorry, thank you, I love you. And why they are so famous? Well, that's a long history when it comes to that Hawaiian thing, so I'm not going into that, but it's just like forgiveness always starts within yourself. Always, always, always. Even if we are like speaking that you need to forgive that person, or you need to forgive what that person did to you, or you need to forgive yourself for saying this or for that. Like we are often talking about it's something outside of us that we need to forgive, but actually it's the other way around. We always need to go first inside and look what's happening inside us. We need to forgive us. Kind of like, let's say, I'm just making this up now. Let's say because you come here as a soul, you choose your own parents, you choose your bloodline, you choose the country, you choose the culture, you choose very many things already before you even come here, before you even are born as a soul. So even if there is some horrible things that has happened in your life, in your childhood, whenever, so many of those things you have chosen, and that's the first thing you have to forgive to yourself. Like you as a soul actually chose all that horrible even things that has happened to you. So that's usually the step number one. Like we need to forgive ourselves that choice that we made. Um, and then, of course, then of course it's about the other person as well. Um, but like I said, it always starts with us, with acknowledging the pain and all the feelings what it has caused, and just like, because it feels really horrible to say this out loud, since there might be some horrible traumas that you have been through. I have no idea, but like, you created it by yourself, and that is sometimes, or I guess often the times, or many, like in all times, that's the really hard pill to swallow. Like, no, I did not choose that, or no, that child who went through such a horrible things did not choose that or create that. That's a big bunch of bullshit, and I totally get it. I get it. It just, it's really like hurting here in heart. Um, but I believe, and this is my truth, but I believe that that soul chose it, no matter how horrible big it was. It chose it because it needed that kind of lesson to grow, to evolve as a spiritual being, as a soul. And most often, these kind of lessons are that you really need to learn to forgive yourself. You really need to learn to love yourself, even you made all those things. Maybe you need to forgive to yourself what you have done to someone, or maybe you need to forgive yourself the fact that someone did something horrible to you. Whatever way around it is, but it always starts from with you. And these sentences that I just gave you, this ho'oponopono, so they are actually for you to say, even if it might feel like, because the first time it was already like over 10 years ago, or so, even longer, when I found out those sentences. So I actually used them, that I kind of said those sentences to that person who had hurt me. I was kind of like visualizing that person in my mind and saying those things to him or her. And there's definitely nothing wrong about that. You can do that as well. But then I came across this Joe Vitale's book. What's it called now? I guess he has written really many books about this subject, but one book it was something with zero, the title. Oh my, I even have the book. Okay, I don't come up with it, but Joe Vitale and something with zero, the title. So he explains in that book so really good why we actually should use those sentences, only say those sentences to ourselves, even if it might seem a little bit like counterproductive, or like a little bit wrong way. But yeah, if you can read the book, it's like amazing. Yeah, he explains it so well there, why it always, everything starts with you, and really say those sentences to you. And like always, the better if you can say them out loud. Oh my god, this cute little dog here, just kidding. I was thinking he's coming to me, but not. Yeah, so even better always if you say them out loud, since when you can say it out loud, the energy is even stronger. And even better if you can say them out loud and looking yourself in the mirror. That's really, really effective as well. Yeah. What else? I think that we are done now for this, because it's really, really, really hot in the sun and I can't see anything. So it was a little bit shorter session this Friday. But feel free, if you haven't watched all the other parts, so feel free to start from part 1 to watch them all. We are going through my book, Open Your Fucking Heart, and right now we were in chapter, I think it's chapter 7, even if it's now part 11, but anyhow. And oh yeah, well, this week's mantra, of course, I forgive myself. I forgive myself. And action steps, well, actually all those 4 or sentences could be your mantra practice for this week as well. But your action step is to take those sentences into your heart and say it out loud or in front of the mirror or both, and really you can think of some incident that has happened to you that you feel awful about, that's something that you did or said, or something that other person has done to you. Okay, so have a nice day. I will return to my coffee cup now. Ciao.